What's up, everyone? Azaru here for the ADSplay uploading schedule for the week of April 27th, 2014. Uh, a lot of plans are going well underway, and this week I'm going to be talking to you guys about games that are going to be coming out. Let me see, Tuesday on the 29th. There's a few games. There's a good handful of games coming out on that day. However, I'm only going to be playing, I think, like 4 or 5 of them, uh, just depending. And also want to talk to you guys about the Yu-Gi-Oh! 101 Funnies episode, the song that I have made plans to uh, upload this past week, but because of certain technical difficulties, I wasn't able to do it. As well as my plans for the wrap-up review series, because as you know, I have not been keeping up with the wrap-up reviews like I uh, may have planned to, but that's due to me moving, which is something else that I'm going to be talking to you guys about, and as well as some info on some Yu-Gi-Oh! 101 things that I have planned. So stay tuned. So first, just to get it out the way before I dive into the games and all of that, I want to get the plans for this week involving me moving, because this is the final week before I leave to start my new life in California. And it's been a rough ride, man, for me. And I don't want to get into like a long, elaborated story, but like I had my share of bullshit. I missed out on a lot of opportunities just because of the fact of where I am, and I really didn't have a choice but to miss them. And it sounds crazy, but when you have like limited resources in order for you to do what you would like, sometimes things just don't fall through. And for a long time, I didn't see the light at the end of the tunnel, but now I finally can see a light, and you know, I'm finally doing video games for a living, finally playing video games for a living, and I could not be in a happier position. But I'm gonna be even more happy once I finally leave Louisiana. So it's really like an eagerness and an excitement that this is actually happening for me, because I still can't believe that it's actually happening. You know, and so first, let me just say this: my plane ticket is booked for the 6th, for May 6th, which is Tuesday next week. All right. So Tuesday next week, I will be on a plane heading to California, and depending on how fast I can get things set up over there, with the internet and hooking up my television and things like that, depending on how fast I can do that, that's how fast I'll be able to get back to the gameplay. Of course, which I'm gonna talk about in a little bit. Uh, but my main objective right now is just to make it to California safely, and this is going to be a big move. Not only is this going to provide better content for you guys, because I'm gonna have you know pretty much more space, or at least enough space for me to do more things. Um, often, like, I live with family members right now, and uh, the family members that I live with, they don't like too much noise. So I'm kind of limited to what I can do with my commentary, because my walls in my room are not thin enough for me to be as enthusiastic as I would like to be. I have to be mindful and considerate of other people's, space and things like that. So this is going to provide me with an outlet for me to actually be more as I would like to be with my commentary. So you guys can enjoy the videos a lot more. Also, um, to Wednesday. No, matter of fact, like, I'll talk about that later. But this is going to be the week of preparation, basically, and everything is going to involve timing. And I need to be on my P's and Q's this week, so there's not going to be too much footage or too much videos this week because of my moving. You feel me? I need to get some paper signed. I need to drive around. I'm just not gonna have time to sit down and really do too much gameplay. But with that being said, that doesn't mean that there isn't any gameplay coming out this week. So with that being said, let's move on to the games and explain how. And I'm gonna explain how I'm going to tackle them. So this week, on the 29th, Tuesday, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games coming out, and they're all bunched up right then and there, right there. And I can tell you that out of these 2, 7 games, I'm only going to be playing 4 out of the 7, and that's Child of Light, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle, Rambo the Video Game, and The Amazing Spider-Man 2. The Darksiders Collection and Red Faction Collection are pretty much up for debate, and also is Raiden Overkill, which is really just another rail shooter. However, looking at some of the screenshots, it's not made in the typical rail shooter fashion, where the rail shooter is kind of just like one direction. The plane are just flying forward and you're just shooting, moving side to side. This one, they kind of made it a slightly different. So I'm not expecting too much for it, but my focus really is going to be on Child of Light, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Rambo the Video Game, and The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Now with that being said, I'm going to leave it up to you guys as to how I'm going to tackle this. Because with me moving, obviously I'm not going to be able to focus on everything. And also, this week, either Tuesday or Wednesday, I am shipping a number of boxes, including my flat screen television and my PlayStation 3, to California. And so obviously if I do that, I'm not going to have time to play anything, because those are going to be on their way to, those are going to be on their way to Cali. So here's what I'm proposing. You guys make the decision. Hopefully, there's some people that respond. But either I can do one or two things. I can pick one of the games, and I can just focus on just that game and get as much content as I can get out there before I have to ship my things to California. Or two, I can play a little bit of each game, and that way you guys can have a variety of content to watch, as I'm getting things prepared and I'm getting ready to leave. And of course, as soon as possible, I'm going to get back to business as soon as I can get things situated up. As soon as I can get things situated out there. And who knows how long that's going to take. It may take a couple of days. It may take a couple of weeks. But, the content will be there just to let you guys know, hey, I will be getting back to it. So, again, I'll leave it in your guys' hands. Whether you want to see me focus on one game, or would you rather have a variety of content on the channel to watch. So that's basically it. Also, on a side note, and I'm so glad that my mind didn't slip, Soulcalibur Lost Swords. Man, last week it was a roller coaster ride. If you guys seen the videos, you know exactly what I'm talking about. For those that haven't, I urge you to go, watch the videos, because there was some funny moments there in those videos. But last week, I attempted to play Soulcalibur Lost Swords, but there were some problems. For starters, the game came out on the 26th. I didn't start attempting to play it until the 23rd. I follow Namco Bandai's Facebook fan page, for updates and things like that whenever some new game is supposed to be released, or if there's any difficulties with like servers or anything like that. And they didn't announce that Soulcalibur Lost Swords was even available for download at the time. They didn't even announce it. On top of that, they didn't announce that they were having server troubles until the day after I started, you know, doing gameplay of the game. So it was just a big batch of trouble. I couldn't log on to the servers. I kept getting error 2.5s and error 2, not error 2.5s, but errors 2005s and error 2006s. And it wasn't until the fourth video, and I think that was like the third day of me attempting to log on to the game, at the very last minute, I finally got past the tutorial. I completed it, and it seems like everything's just smooth sailing now. The problem seems to be that people, for the ones that's having trouble like myself, people are just having trouble getting past that first hump, which is the tutorial, which where all the errors seem to be. And it's like once you get past that, everything else is just smooth sailing, because I haven't had trouble with an error or anything like that ever since I completed the tutorial of the game. So with that being said, most definitely you guys will see gameplay of Soulcalibur Lost Swords, sometime this afternoon when I can get situated, because I got some other things I need to work out first. Like there's some yard work that needs to be done, and I need to clean up around the house. So as soon as I can get that done, I'm getting back to Soulcalibur Lost Swords. Because for a lot of people that know about this, I have what you call the bug. Like I'm having that itch again. Now you get the itch. Now for the people that know what I'm talking about, obviously you know what I'm referring to. But for ones that don't, let me explain. When you haven't played a video game that you know you were good at playing, and like you haven't played that video game in like such a long time, and a new version of that video game comes out and you play it, and then you just can't remember all the things that you used to do in it. It's just like, I know I'm better than this at this game. I know I can beat this character. I know I can beat these opponents without a problem. I just need to get back into my groove. And that's basically where I'm at with Soulcalibur Lost Swords. It's like, I know I'm good at this game. I know I can beat this without a problem. And I just need to get back into my groove, man. And so I really have that itch to get back into that game as soon as possible. So that's where I'm at with it right now. And with that being said, man, you guys most definitely will see more Soulcalibur Lost Swords. Matter of fact, that's going to be the only game that I'm going to be playing this afternoon if I can get to it, and Monday. That's going to be the main game that I'm going to be playing until Tuesday when the other games are released. And that's pretty much it for that. So this week, Child of Light, Rambo, the video game, The Amazing Spider-Man 2, and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle, and Soulcalibur Lost Swords. For as much as I can get done before I, have my things shipped off to California. So it's going to be a good 1 or 2 days of gameplay, this week, because this is preparation week. So that's it for the ADSPLAY agenda. Now for Yu-Gi-Oh 101, I need to get to this. Last week I intended to release a new Yu-Gi-Oh 101 video, a new Yu-Gi-Oh 101 Funnies video. It was something new for me, and it was something that I never done before. But pretty much, the video was gonna be a song, and it was basically pretty much just gonna be my Yu-Gi-Oh 101 theme, or just like the theme for all duelists everywhere. Like I was just doing it for like the duelists and all of us. And it was gonna be like a funny video, of course. That's why I call it Yu-Gi-Oh 101 Funnies. And it was some problems. I was having some technical difficulties. The programs that I was using caused some feedback. No matter how much I tinkered with it, like the audio came back ridiculously low quality, it wasn't anything that I would take pride in posting on this channel. Obviously, if I'm trying to give you guys the best quality content possible, I wouldn't release anything like the way that it was. And on top of that, the only microphone that I have is this one that I'm speaking through right now. And if you turn your volume up high enough, you guys can hear like a bunch of little buzzing and feedback. I have no way to stop that. Like, I have no way to stop that. So it's going to take, me getting a new microphone that can work with this computer or this laptop, as well as some programs that can decrease that feedback, or at least completely eliminate it, so that I can give you guys the audio quality that I know that you guys would enjoy and that I would like to provide for you. So that's the first thing. So please forgive me for not posting it, but I just wouldn't have felt happy giving you guys some crappy audio, for the song. It just wouldn't have worked out for me. Like, I just wouldn't feel right. Secondly, Yu-Gi-Oh! 101 Fan Day will be put on hiatus for the next couple of weeks. The reason for that being, this being preparation week, obviously I'm going to be focused on packing my things, and, you know, obviously I'm going to be packing up my laptop and everything else and getting this house cleaned up, helping out with the yard work around here and things like that. I'm just not going to have time to sit down and play, matches like I would like to do each week, because I'm getting ready to move. And the reason why I'm postponing it or just holding off, or the reason why it's going to be on such a long hiatus, possibly, really it all depends on how quickly I can get things situated, saying, like, when I move. But there's always that possibility that it may take me a couple of weeks to get things situated, so I won't be able to sit down and play duels, because I may not even have internet, when I first, saying, like, when I get there for the first couple of weeks. So, like, I'm just not going to worry about it, and I'm just wait until it gets to a point where I know I can sit down, I can enjoy some duels with you guys, and I can have fun without having to worry about doing this, that, and the third. So it's going to take a while for me to get things situated before I'm able to get back to my regular schedule. Um, Also, card reviews. I don't know if they're going to be doing any new card reviews, but of course, if they do, if it's not released, or if the new cards are not confirmed by, I would say, Wednesday or Thursday, then I won't do them until I get things situated, when I get everything settled in Cali. So that's going to be something else. I may be behind on card reviews, so I'm going to have to do some catching up when I get there, because I'm pretty sure, like, they're going to confirm some new cards for, like, the TCG exclusive for, like, the Duelist Advent. They're already doing they're already doing some more TCG exclusives for Primal Origin, uh, that they haven't completed that list yet. So I'm expecting some new cards to get confirmed this week from that. And there's a chance that there's some new cards that are going to be confirmed for the Structure Deck Hero Strike. So yeah, man, like, I know if not this week, then like the weeks after I get to California, like, there's going to be cards that I'm going to have to, like, review and things like that. So like, I'm going to be behind on that. So I just need to say that, so that way it won't be a surprise if it happens. And yeah, man, that's it. And that's everything for this week. Uh, I'm trying to think, is there something else I need to talk about? Because I know it was something else that was on my mind. Oh yeah, my Nintendo 3DS situation. Now, I haven't spoken about this in forever. But for the people that have been subscribed to me for the longest, you know, obviously they know where I get the name ADSplay from. No, I didn't get it from some other person on YouTube. No, ADSplay stands for Azariel's Nintendo DS playthroughs. Because when I first started doing playthroughs on this channel, which is way before everything started blowing up and everybody called themselves a gamer, I was doing Nintendo 3DS, I was doing Nintendo DS playthroughs of video games, and then it moved on to the Nintendo 3DS. Now, eventually, I sold my 3DS in order to buy more games for the PlayStation 3 because no games were coming out on the Nintendo 3DS that were even worth bothering to play, or so I thought at first. But that being said, I am making plans to get my customized Nintendo 3DS that has built-in uh, direct capture capabilities, because I know you guys have been missing my Nintendo 3DS gameplay. Because I used to play Japanese imports and things like that, and that I've been missing out on, truth be told. But I never forgot. I still plan on getting it. And the way things are looking now that I'm doing this for a living, I have extra money coming in. It looks like I'm gonna be able to get my Nintendo 3DS, I would say 2 to 3 months earlier than I had originally anticipated to get it. So when I do this, and I've spoken on this weeks and weeks ago, like I said, there's going to be a time this year where I'm going to be doing a lot of catching up on video games. So the channel is going to get rushed with content. Now, I'm not going to just drown you guys in it and upload like 50 to 60 videos a day. No, it's not going to be that ridiculous. But I'm going to buy the games and I'm going to play them. And maybe this will be a good way to get my Twitch TV channel up off the ground that's just been sitting in the corner and collecting, like digital dust. Like I haven't really been using it at all, other than to watch a couple streams here and there. But I made it, and I did plan on using it to get you guys, just so that I can have like some type of fan interaction while I'm playing the video games. So those plans are still underway for the new Nintendo 3DS that I'll be getting this year. So no, I haven't forgotten. So just to confirm that when I do get it, all the games that I missed out on, I'm talking about Japanese imports as well as domestic releases. I'm going to be catching up on those games. So I'm talking about Bravery Default, which people have actually asked me to play. I do plan on playing Bravery Default. Power Rangers Megaforce. I did Power Rangers Samurai like that previous year, and I'm kind of excited to see as to what that game is like. I've heard some bad things about it, but I want to play it for myself, and I want to see, exactly how it is. There's One Piece Romance Dawn that's on the 3DS that I plan on playing. Uh, what else? There's a couple Japanese imports like Attack on Titan. There's Time Traveler Senki, which is the follow-up to All Common Rider Generation 2 that I played part 1 and 2 of on this channel. And a lot of other games that I can't remember the names of exactly. But yeah, like there's going to be a lot of content coming at a certain point this year. And you guys aren't going to know what to do with all that. So no, I haven't forgotten about the games that I said I was going to go back and play. It's just that right now I'm trying to focus on, moving, getting everything situated so that I can provide you guys with better quality content. And, like we can go from there. Also, I wanted to talk about my wrap-up reviews because I intended to do wrap-up reviews last week, which of course I got the video done. Matter of fact, let me just show you. I was doing a wrap-up review of Cartoon Network's Punch Time Explosion. I just didn't upload the video, but you see it right there. It's there. I wanted to speak on the future of my wrap-up reviews. Now, don't get worried for the people that are, if any. I still plan on doing them, and I plan on doing them more often. You know, this year, I kind of said to myself that any game that I finished, I was going to do a wrap-up review on. But it's just bad timing right now with me getting ready to move and me just focusing on that, cleaning up around the house, making sure that everything here is neat and tidy so that when I leave, you know, that's one less thing that my folks have to worry about. Me just taking care of things around here, it kind of pulls away from me being able to do those wrap-up reviews when I want to do them. But this year I made plans, and it's my own personal agenda. I made a promise to myself never to miss any wrap-up reviews that I intended to do. Now, obviously, there's going to be some games that I don't even think deserves a wrap-up review, but for the games that I feel either one are really good or really bad, or any game that I may have like a strong opinion of, I'm going to do a wrap-up review on it. You know, so not every game is going to get a wrap-up review, you know, obviously, but there's going to be wrap-up reviews that are going to be more consistent, I should say. And you know, Cartoon Network Punch Time Explosion is going to be the first of those mini games. You know, so that's going to be like the start of me making sure that I get the wrap-up reviews done. You know, so like that's going to be like the first of many. You know, I'm not a professional reviewer. I just give my opinions based on my experience, and that's basically what I do. I do unorthodox, unbiased, and unorganized reviewing. You know, so like that's how I put it. And at the very least, it's honest. And that's just how I roll. So again, just a quick recap of everything that's going to be happening this week. Today, if I can get everything situated, that is, I will be playing, well, today and Monday, which is tomorrow, Soulcalibur Lost Swords. Tuesday, Child of Light, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Rambo the video game, The Amazing Spider-Man 2, and depending on how you guys respond, either I'm going to do a little bit of each, or I'm just going to focus on trying to get as much done with that one video game before I have to ship my things. And that's pretty much it for that. Again, Yu-Gi-Oh! 101 Fan Day is put on hiatus for the next couple of weeks until I can get, depending on how quickly I can get situated. The Yu-Gi-Oh! 101 Funnies episode that I had planned, that's going to be postponed until further notice, until I can get better equipment to provide you with better quality audio. And any card reviews that may come up this week, chances are like I'm going to have to skip them until I get settled in Cali. But I'll get back to those as soon as possible as well. And that's everything, man. So I hope you guys are ready for the gameplay this week. I'm looking forward to it. And that's everything. So thanks for listening. And peace. And I'll see you guys later.